Second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or the ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, we know this the story through the mother being killed, because it's the mother that is gone.
Are you two together? That was brilliant.
It's kind of romantic, isn't it?
That's incredible.
Everlasting love.
That was incredible.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tarot readings live by the Unknown Prophet. I'm here to do tarot readings for anyone and all people who would like a tarot reading done today. I am doing this via my YouTube channel and my Twitch account. So if you're on YouTube, please tell me in the comments below if you would like a reading. Please keep in mind I am trying to keep track of as many people as possible. And if you're on Twitch, my commands aren't working the greatest right now. So I've been trying to fix them for a while now. So you just got to let me know that you would like a reading too. I do 3 different kinds of readings here on Twitch. First of all, I use my homemade tarot deck that I've made all by myself. It's called the 5 Paths Tarot. You can see it with the QR code right there. Now, donations is just a suggestion. Yes, I am trying to earn some money today because I've had some financial issues, and I'm asking for donations. I'm not asking you to pay me to do this. If you feel like I've done a good job after your reading, you can kindly donate to my Cash App code, and maybe, just maybe, I won't be in a free-for-all trying to fight to see if I can afford rent this month. But I digress. So I'm using my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot. It's a lot different than normal tarot decks that you see. They're kind of like a picture deck. I took all the pictures, I made the borders and everything, just so you guys can get an idea of what my card looks like. My tablet died today, so guess what? I didn't have anything else to do, so I thought I'd come and do tarot readings for a while. So, hey Z, welcome aboard. Glad to see you popping in. Thank you for coming around and lurking. I appreciate that so much. He's been a really good supporter of mine, and I just wanted to say thank you for doing that for me. You've been here for me since I started doing the tarot readings, and I really do appreciate it, my man. Hey, guess what? I hope this isn't an April Fool's Day joke, but when I looked outside this morning, last night we had rainstorms, we had thunder, we had everything, and that's not an April Fool's Day joke. Yesterday was a crazy day. It started out with a nice, bright, sunny day, started to sprinkle. I thought, okay, we're going to get a nice light rain. Then by the afternoon, we had full-on thunderstorm. Then by the time night rolled around, that's when the snow started to come down. And I swear to you, this is not an April Fool's Day joke. That really happened yesterday. When I woke up this morning, I found like maybe 3 inches to 4 inches of snow on the ground, which I have to go shovel before Monday. Oh well. That's a lie. Not again. That's a lie. So let me take away the old Unknown Prophet. Wrong logo. Oops, my bad. And as always, I am here to help you find your way through the craziness of life, giving you guys some tarot readings today. So when I get some more people on, Z, you know how it works. Hey, want to be like Z? He was the first person to get a reading like me. You can either get a 1-card reading, which comes with a qualifying card. So that's for a specific question you would like answered, or a specific situation you would like answered. That's why there's a qualifying card after, because sometimes one answer isn't enough. You need something to kind of qualify what that card means sometimes. Then I do a past, a present, a future, and I pull you a destiny card. I call that my 3-card reading, okay? And then lastly, but not least, the most intensive one that I do is called the 5 Paths Layout. That's where I tell you about your past path. That's what's been going on in your past up until now. Have you been looking too long in the past, or have you been looking just appropriately in the past? Then you get your wait path. What have you been waiting for? What has been waiting for you? What are you waiting for right now? Then I have your hard path. That's where the most obstacles that you get over, and kind of get over all those obstacles. You get to your goal really, really quickly, but there are a lot of obstacles in the way. So you've got to kind of battle through it. That's why it's called the hard path. Then we have the easy path, which is a step-by-step little goal at a little time, and you keep trying to drive forward from the beginning. No, you don't get there very fast, but you feel like you've accomplished a lot along the way. By the time you reach your big goal, it seems like you've already accomplished your goal. You're just waiting for it to finally come into focus, basically. And then I have the unseen path. That's where you get a little bit of easy, a little bit of hard, but it's that one thing you can't see right in front of your nose that you've known that's been there the whole time. You have to look away from it and kind of go, ooh, that's what it is. And then I do 2 more qualifying cards for you. I do a leap of faith card, and then I do a where do you feel most at home at card. So those are the kind of readings that I do. Spread the word. How's your April Fool's Day going today, Z? Ha ha ha, you funny, ha ha ha. Okay, I can't show the things on, those probably show on Twitch, but not me. I wanted to show the cool icons you had up there. You're fasting for Ramadan. Well, happy Ramadan to you today. Didn't start, wait. Yeah, that would be, it would still be Ramadan. No April Fools. Oh, okay. I'm going to say, wait a minute, isn't April Fool Ramadan? I thought was, let's see there again. There's my not having the knowledge. I used to know, because I used to know how long Ramadan lasted, because I used to have a lot of Muslim friends who did it. I had a good friend of mine named Hashim that I worked with about 7 years ago, and he always used to tell me when Ramadan and when they were fasting for the year, and I always remember he took that very seriously. And then he still went out there and drove a bus around, and then he went out there and helped me unload cash vaults for throughout the day so we could earn extra money. It was me and him as a team. I love that man. He decided to get a better job, and then we lost contact. And I wish I still could call. He was. I think of calling him. I try calling him every once in a while, but he's never calling me back. So I gotta let him live his life too. You know, you never know what's going on with him. I heard last time I heard he was doing taxi. I hope his health didn't finally get the better of him, and he didn't pass away or something like that. Because I know he was getting a lot of lung issues when we were leaving. Come on, light, damn it, light. How many more days do you have left until you're done fasting? Oh, okay, that's why I was, okay. Oh, yeah, it is. It's even on my dumb calendar. The 21st. Well, many blessings to you. I know you do that in honor of Allah, and you do that in honor of your faith and your family. So many blessings to you. Yeah. See, like I said, I always forget when Eid is. But like I said, it's been a long time since I've been in contact with them, and like I said, we just lost contact with one another. What can I say? He was a very good friend of mine. I love that man so much. He was one of the best Muslims I've ever met. He lived it through compassion and love, and he always thought of his family, and he always thought of his elders, and he was one of the most well-rounded people I have ever met in my life. And that was right after the 9/11 attacks too. And I never looked at him two different ways about it. I said, were you involved in it? Okay, then. Were these people who did that? Well, that's what they thought they had to do to get our attention. They got our attention all right. Unfortunately for them, and unfortunately for us. I don't think anyone won on that one. I don't like to impose my religious beliefs on anybody else. I'm a Wiccan, so I'm a witch. I celebrate a lot of goofy holidays. We just got done celebrating our spring equinox not too long ago, so that was our Ostara. But that's the way it is. Anything else new with you today, Z, or going on with you lately? We can just chat for a little bit because nobody else is here. So happy Ramadan to everybody out there. May your Eid come fast. May your fast be good. Like I know what to say. But I try to be very diversity filled here. I accept all peoples of faith, religions, and political backgrounds and everything. So we don't discriminate here. We just try to make every day be the best day ever for me, and I try to make every day be the best day ever for you. That's all I try to do. Got my cards ready in hand and ready to rock and roll. So we'll do this for a couple hours and see if we can get any takers today. So if you're on Twitch or if you're on YouTube and you want to get a the tarot reading done, that'd be awesome. I got to go put that on my socials so that people know I'm live. I'm live. Live, live, live. Live, 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 live. Live, 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 live. Live, 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 live. There we go. Got it out to my paranormal partnership group. I am doing some tarot readings right now. And I got to post it on my Facebook page. Then paste it on my Facebook page. Paste it on my Facebook page. So let everyone know that I went live. And let you know that I am doing tarot readings right now. Woohoo! So just trying to put it out into the universe there that I am ready. I'm ready for you, Freddy. Ha ha ha. TikTok beware. Beware, all you people. Feel free to clip my little understanding there. Da, da, da. There we go. Now I think everyone will know where I'm at, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. Back to live restreaming. You do paranormal? Of course I do paranormal. I'm a medium psychic. I've seen and heard ghosts since I was 8 years old. I don't play Diablo because I don't have the right system for it. I only have a Mac. I know a lot of people groan when I say that, but that's the kind of computer I like to work with personally. Sometimes I wish I had a Windows-based computer to go play stuff like Diablo and stuff like that on, but honestly, I'm okay right now. I'm struggling with too many other things right now. I can't afford Diablo. I got to afford to be able to pay my rent here. That's what I got to afford. But like I said, it's a suggestion for the donations. It's not a demand. It's not anything. I just want you guys to come here and get what you guys need today. That's what I'm here to do. So I am the unknown prophet. I am a medium and a sensitive. Like I said, I've had visions. I've heard spirits talk to me. I've had visions tell me things were going to happen. I actually knew 9/11 was going to happen a full week before it was going to happen. And I tried to warn people and no one listens to me. What can I say? So even though I've seen some pretty big events, I saw Corona coming a full 2 months before it was officially announced. So you can believe me or not believe me on that, but that's up to you. I'm not the kind of guy who lies. Oh, for the love of God, I'm out of juice. Just smoking my tobacco there. So there we go. I put it out on all my lovely socials. Everybody knows that I'm a liver. Whether or not they come see me or not is up to them. Sure, I can surely do that. When I see spirit, and I've only seen a couple in my life. So when I was 8 years old, I went out because I had a really bad event happen to me when I was little. I was abused when I was a young child by a babysitter. I found out that day that I was being abused, and it kind of threw me for a loop. I suddenly realized what was being done to me was wrong. I ran away from home for about 3 hours. 3 hours. It was a full moon night. I decided to get my anger out in the cornfield. By the time I reached the end of the cornfield, I started heading up to a hill where I kind of fell asleep under a willow tree. But as I was I got really, really tired and I fell asleep under the willow tree, but I kind of cocked my head a little bit. I might have had a mild concussion at best. But after that, I started hearing and seeing things I couldn't explain. Now, I thought I was crazy for a long, long time. And I thought I went and got psychological help because I thought what I was seeing wasn't wasn't really there. I thought there was something wrong with me a lot of my, and then I had every person that I went to go see, though, to work, tell me that I was crazy, kept on telling you're not crazy. Says, can I tell you when you will get married? Do you have anybody of interest right now? But to finish the story off just real quick, and then I'll get to seeing if I can actually doing that. But well, send me the link there, Z. I would love to, But my cards are designed to help you find the one true love of your life. I have other tools for that, but Astro Talk. Okay, well, I will go check that out, Z. So here, I'm just gonna type that in. Oh, what was it? Play Store. Okay, Astro Talk. Yeah, I can't download the Play Store through the Play Store though. It has to be through a Mac. But I can still check it out though. So I'm kind of checking it out real quick. So I bookmarked that, and I will go check that out after my stream today. How about that? Thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate that. See, if it was available on the Apple Store, I would probably try to download that crap all day long. I'm just seeing if it's available or not. I doubt it will be, but half the things that are on the Play Store aren't on the other channel. Otherwise, I would love to use something like that. Like I said, I mostly do this for spiritual reasons. I'm only trying to earn money today because of a rent situation, but that's because I want to suggest adding donations, But nope, it doesn't come up in the Play Store, unfortunately. So I would have to see about finding login. Oh. So if you don't see me getting back to you right away, Z, I'm trying to see what it takes to load up on this thing here. So thank you for being patient with me. Let's see. Nine, 8. No, I'm coming back to Restream here, but I've got myself all logged in for that, and I will try to see if I can do it. Let me see if my cards tell you any information about whether or not you will get married. I can do that much for you, Z. I'll have to check that out when I have more time, because like I said, I don't want to take away from time that might be spent with people who might need readings. But I will definitely check that out and see what it takes to become a reader on there. Looks like there are a lot of cool people there, though. I was born on a Sunday. Golden Valley. Now I need to learn how to become one of these streamers. So, but we can do that at a different time because, like I said, I don't see how I become a reader here. I don't know if that tells you or not. There must be an Esther talk for. How do I sign? Do you know how I sign up for that, Z, on to become a reader there? Because I can sign up to become a member, but not a reader. But I guess, like I said, I have to go check that out a little bit. But thank you for the suggestion. I really do appreciate it. There you go. If you guys want to try to help me out, that's one of my sponsors popping up on the screen right now. If you feel like you know that, if you play that game and you want some free stuff, go ahead and click on that little link and use that little code there. That'll help you get some free stuff. And it might help me with being a sponsor of mine as well. So I really do appreciate. Yeah, see, I don't have a PC though. I have a Mac, which is different. Those are two different systems, and I can't see it. It won't let me see it on the Play Store. I'd have to do it through what was it be? Like I said, Apple Store, and it's not available via Apple Store. So like I said, I have to be able to do it from their site. Not, but like I said, I will go check it out. This is going to take me way too much time to go read all of that right now. So, hey, we'll do it later. Well, maybe I can see if I can get the. Like I said, I'll have to check it out later. But thank you very much. Oh, goody. Now my dumb thing isn't working anymore. Ah, crap. I'm going to have to put more shit on the damn window now. Well, that kind of sucks monkey balls. Yes, I said monkey balls. I'm trying to clean off this stupid thing on my thing. Well, I'll have to do it later because it's not going to. I can't fix it now. What can I say? I do have one other phone I can try. Oh, God bless America. Sorry about that. I do have one other phone I can try that does have the Play Store on it. So I will see what I can do about downloading it there. Like I said, we'll have to check it out later because I don't, like I said, I like to be here with the people who might actually need me today. So, but thank you very much for the suggestion, my friend. I appreciate it so much. Just double checking this to make sure I'm all ready to rock and roll. It looks like I'm ready to rock and roll. There we go. We're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitch right now. I would kind of see about going to Kick, but I really don't know if I like it that much. But doing it dually on Kick and doing it here as well. Well, we're more not the normal relative everyday schedule. And I am trying to keep an eye on something I downloaded to downloading something that I have to done job. Yeah. Yep, 5 minutes and 10 seconds long. Good, and the next time I have that. Currently downloading the app there. I was currently installing the app there. And I can do this because it's not on my external computer I'm using. Where if I can put it there? This is what I used to hook up my phone with sometimes. And it's really good, but at the same time, it's kind of getting to the point now where it's kind of old and crusty and full of gunk. I was trying to see, is there any way I could hook that up to reading with that? But I guess we'll have to find out. Okay, opening up the AstroTalk app right now there, Z. How about that? On my phone. But if I am an astrologer person, how do I sign up? There's something in there that says, sign up as an astrologer. There it is. I had to download the right app. I had to go to AstroTalk Hiring in order to be a person on there. So, well, let's see what it says. But until then, I'm just seeing who's on the old who's out there doing stuff in land. I do browse stuff every once in a while because it's like, okay, who else am I out here doing this with? And maybe. Yeah, I've only got one viewer, so I'm not really, that noticeable here. Okay, so it's not working. Right, so that's It's not letting me verify this. I'm waiting to get to the point where it says I can enter my code. If it's not going to work for me, I can't use it. Hey, Maddie, how's it going? Welcome aboard. I'm messing around with something else real quick. I don't know if that's going to work for us. Thanks for the suggestion, Z, but I don't think it's going to work on my phone. Either I have too old of a phone, probably. And how are you doing today, Maddie? Getting some tobacco in me. Ready to start doing readings for people. Hey, if you're interested in getting a reading, let me know. I'm doing very well this morning. Checking out another app. Another person suggested I could try to use for making some money on an astrology site, becoming a reader on one of their apps. But like I said, I was having some trouble with it and it wasn't working correctly. So, like I said, my phone isn't exactly the most top of the line phone for that stuff. So it's just not letting me do it. Well, I'll have to see if I can try it later. Right now, it's not working. Oh well. I'll just have to continue doing it through here. I got the window open. It's still hot in here. Jesus Christ. So, Maddie, I'm here using my homemade tarot deck that I've made, and I'm doing 3 different kinds of readings. I do a 1-card reading that's for more personal situations and stuff like that, and like a certain question. I think Z had a question on that, but my gifts are limited. Sometimes I can see things, sometimes I can't see things with my gifts. Only what my guides want me to know. When my guides tell me something to tell someone, that's when I speak up. Trust me. And when they speak loud, so I hear them. And then I do a past, present, and future. Then I do what I call the 5 paths layout, where I tell you about what's been going on and what's kind of been in the past so far, what you're waiting for, what your hard path, what your easy path, what your unseen path is. And then I draw you 2 more cards that are leap of faith card and where do you feel most at home, or where can you find home at after that. So that's kind of what I do. I am doing these for free, but if you would like to donate something to my cause there, you can either scan the little QR code there, or you can go to the Cash App and enter the code right down there that says $Joshua. I am doing this for basically for tips. So if you can afford it, you can afford it. Otherwise, I'm here to help you spiritually try to find the answers you are looking for. No April Fool's jokes today. Well, I think there went another one. Someone who was wondering if they needed a reading or not, but I guess maybe they didn't need it today, so that's okay. Ooh, coffee and cannabis. Wish I would. Game with Snakes is on. He's one of my favorite chatters. I've been doing tarot for about 20 years. You never really understood it yourself, but always happy to learn through other people's passions in life. Well, I can give you the basic rundown of how tarot works. It is a deck of cards designed to help you divine the path that is right for you. My deck does exactly that. It helps you find the best possible path for you. There are 4 different kinds of suits, and one like a. So this is what's called a major arcana card. So this is like your most this is the most powerful card. It's kind of like the kings, queens, jacks of the decks. Okay, they give you the most important information. Okay, so you can see the little border. This is what's called a major arcana. So this is kind of like your big sign, and then the minor arcana are kind of like the little inroads that give you the more information about your reading. Okay, but sometimes these cards can mean more than the arcana depending on where they fall in the reading. So like every card in a different position will mean a different thing sometimes. So for example, if you're doing a past, present, and future, and you get this one in your past, then I would tell you why this card would be relevant to you. Okay. Then if I were to draw the next card, that would be like this card just for grins and giggles to show you. And then I would tell you what that present card means. Then I would go one after that, one after that, one after that. So that's basically how tarot works. My deck is designed to help you find the best possible path for you. It is not a future deck. It is not a find your one true love deck. It is designed to help you find the best possible path for you. So what will lead you to what you were seeking? Okay, and that's all my deck is designed to do. So for anybody out there who wants to understand what my deck is like and stuff, that's what it is. And the reason I call it the 5 paths is because it's about the path you take in life. Every day can be the best day ever if you really want it to be that a good day. Today can be the happiest day you will ever live if you just decide today, this is how I'm going to be happy. This is what it's going to take to be happy. And then maybe you decide you have to leave some things behind, or maybe you have to accept some things about yourself that you aren't really ready to accept. But if you're going to leave your whole life behind and go find a new one, please don't hurt anybody on the way out or hurt anyone on your way out. And please, if you're going to come back to that situation you were just at, remember people have feelings too, so please don't hurt yourself or others coming on the way in. That's my only guidance. Yes, so it's a guidance thing. Yes. Most tarot cards are not there to try to help you divine the future. They're there to give you something to think about, give you something to consider, because maybe you haven't been considering these things before. It's like I would say 50-50 psychological, 50-50 intuitional. I use my intuitions more than I use my psychological. I go with what I feel the card means, so that's why I do that. So I'm the conduit for whatever higher power you believe in. Yes, exactly, Maddie. It's designed to give you that outlook. Yep, that's exactly right. You have to be willing to say, okay, these cards mean something to me, or they don't mean something to me. At least that's how most tarot readers should read your tarot. Now, I can't speak for every tarot reader out there. Some people have better gifts than I do. Some people have more extensive decks than I do, and maybe they do a lot better of a job out there. But that's why I ask for donations, and I don't ask you to pay up front for a reading, because I feel that if I do this spiritually, and if I'm just giving you the reading without asking for anything in return, if you want to donate something, you can, but if you can't donate something, you don't need to, because I feel like I'm here to be the messenger, your conduit from your higher power through the screen, through my cards to you. And sometimes they will give you something to think about, at least today, if nothing else. I believe that they have a more mystical nature to them as well. Is that I believe that whatever your personal guide or deities or whatever you believe in, help me find the right cards for you. And then I do something like this. This is how I keep myself honest. I tell you, how many times do you want me to shuffle? 1 through 10. Then I ask you to pick a card 1 through 52 to where your reading starts. That's how I keep myself honest and make sure that your reading is truly random, so that you get to pick the numbers. I just shuffle the cards, and then I put them in this positions they don't. Oh, I have one other rule. If a card pops out during your reading, that's an important message from what? That's like a major yelling, screaming sign for you. You know, when we always ask for, please send me a sign, that's when someone's sending you a sign. So I hope that explains it to you, Maddie. If you want to give it the old college try, as I like to say, as long as you believe it will work, it will work. If you do not believe or are skeptic about it, you might get some funky reading out of it, but you might actually get more than you were asking for in the first place. You got to really be prepared for what answers might come your way. Sometimes they make sense, sometimes they don't make sense. Sometimes it takes a day or two for it to sink in. Oh, shit. But everybody's different. It goes by what you believe in, too. That's why I say personal deity power, not the power of one specific God or anything like that, because I believe I don't have the right to tell you what to believe. I don't have the right to tell you how to live your life. I don't have the right to do anything other than give you the little bit of guidance you need today. And that's what my cards help you with. That's what I help you with. If nothing else, you can sit here and listen to me babble about stuff all day long. And if you like the reading and you think I'm doing a good job, you can shout it out to your friends. That's a thank you. You can also, tell people, what I'm doing. And if they want to come get a reading, I usually do this for a couple of hours. On Saturdays, I usually try to do it from about 11 till I can't sit up anymore, basically. So that's usually 2 to 3 hours because I have some back issues and some stuff. That's why I do this as a trying to help my financial situation. But honestly, I'd rather be here as a spiritual man for you. That's what I really, really want to be here to. That's what I was sent here to do. I'm a man of service first, money grubber next. Or not so money grubber. I definitely think that it is about this moment. I have the information to make a choice. Yep, I do that. I just sit here until I can no longer sit here, and then off I go. Cool. What do you do on Twitch? Or do you have a channel that you do on Twitch? You're feel free to shout yourself out here, guys. I am not one of those streamers who doesn't think that you should shout yourself out here. Exclamation point SO, you can shout yourself out as long as it's one time and you don't become extremely buggy about it. If you become racist, if you become down someone's throat about their faith or religion or something like their political leanings, that's when I will say stuff like, okay, hold on. If you keep doing that, then I will have to give you a temporary ban. But I only do that unless someone's getting really extreme, okay? I like people to feel like they can open up to me and be honest with me. If I put a bunch of restrictions on there, then you're not going to want a reading from me. You'll go find someone who will fit your narrative. That's the other thing, people don't often realize about tarot is this reading is as much for you as it is for me. Okay, so whenever I do a reading for someone, I have to take into context that this reading might mean something to me as well as it means something to you. Cool. Hi, Rara. Rara. Nice to see you. And I am here on both YouTube, and I am on Twitch right now doing readings for people who may need it today. Everything else, well, that's just the bonus. That's also why I don't show the chat as we're moving along so that you can have. Yeah. Most people are like that on Twitch. Most people. And so are a lot of people. People who are coming here for this, of course you can. Of course you can get a free reading there. All right, here's the plan, okay? What I need you to decide, I have 3 different kind of readings that you can do. Well, when you get affiliate, you aren't allowed to dual stream to other platforms, but as a partner you can. Okay, well, first I have to become affiliated, and I'm like a lot of watch hours away from becoming that, so I'm not really worried about that anytime soon. And I see other streamers doing dual streams too sometimes. So, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's why you pay the extra whatever money to stream out to other places. You know, but like I said, that takes money. If you want a general reading, well, okay, Manny, just one moment. I want to take care of this person who actually wants a reading. I do 3 different kinds of readings. I do, like I said, a 1-card reading with a question or situation you want answered with a qualifying card. Then I do your past, present, future, and I pull a destiny card for you. Then I also do one that's called my 5 paths layout. It's the most extensive layout that I do. It tells me what's been going on in your past, what you're waiting for, what your easy path is, what your hard path is, what's your unseen path, and then I pull 2 more qualifying cards. That's your leap of faith card and where you are heading most at home, or where you're or where you feel most at home, or where you'll find home. You tell me what kind of reading you want, a 1, a 3, or a 5. It can be as extensive as you want. I give you choices. And thank you very much for being patient with me, Maddie. You want the 5-card reading? Okay, this is how it works. All I need you to do is pick a number 1 through 10. That's how many times I'm going to shuffle my deck, okay? Once I'm done shuffling, I'll ask you to pick another number, and that's where your reading will start. Do you understand? So you want the 3-card reading. I just want to make sure, right? The past, present, and future. Just say yes if that's what you want. Okay, so you want the 5-card, right? And you want me to shuffle 5 times. Is that correct? Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your reading starts. Three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Your past, your weight path, your hard path, your easy path, your unseen path. And yes, I will hold the cards up and tell you what they mean and show you the cards. I'm just dealing them out so you know what position I'm talking about here. Okay. All right. Here's your reading, Rara. Am I saying that right? Rara. Rara. We'll just go with Rara for now. Okay, this is your reading for today. So, like I like to tell everybody before starting reading, future's always in your own hands. No matter what I tell you here today, the future's always in your own hands. You have the right and responsibility to live the life you want to live. Today can be your best day ever because you want it to be so. Before I say anything, that's what I always say to anybody else out there who wants to see. Here we go. So, in your past, you've had the Birch card. This is one of my major arcana cards, and this means that you are resilient. You have been resilient. You can make it through pretty much any weather of time. It's an emotional tree sometimes, too, as well, because what a birch tree is good about is that it is good for survival. It can survive a lot of different kinds of weather that a lot of other trees can't survive. So you're very resilient. You've had a lot going on with yourself. And as you can see in this specific birch tree, you have a lot of little pieces that can come off sometimes, but that's natural. So you kind of let things go pretty easily after a while. And when you don't need things anymore, they fall off naturally. And then when you're ready to grow, you grow. When you're ready to sleep, you sleep. So like I said, birch tree, meaning in your past that maybe you've been doing some stuff that's kind of been building up your resilience, getting yourself ready to weather the storms that may come in the future. That's what that one means in my deck. Ooh. Oh. Well. That's interesting. Okay, I have a question to ask you. But you know what? I'm just going to go with it. I had two cards stick together in your weight path. Guess what? You got one of my paths in a path, and you got the weight path in weight path. So what does weight path mean? That means maybe you've been waiting around far too long, waiting for the answers to come to you. You've been waiting there, hoping that it will just land in your lap, right? You've been waiting there and reconsidering everything around you so much that it is freezing you in fear. These are the two cards that stuck together, so I'm thinking that this is a message for you, okay? Stop being frozen in fear. Stop being frozen from all of these things where you have the capacity and ability to unfreeze yourself anytime you want. What does that mean? That just means you not walking in fear anymore, not waiting for the answers to come to you. Maybe it's time to pick a different path and get off of the weight path and start considering something that is coming for you. So either you are frozen in fear or you are afraid of a current situation that it might be coming up. So that's what the weight path means, is that you got that in the weight part of the deck. So that means it's a very significant telling you stop waiting around, stop freezing in place. It's time to start picking a path. Okay, now would you like me to go to your hard path first or your easy path first? Okay, we're going to go to the hard path. Whenever you get one of my special paths in that specific position, it means something even specialer to me. So you got a wandering path. What the hard path is, it's the path that is the hardest for you to see yourself going through sometimes. It's all of the adversity that you are trying to get through. You get to your goal very, very quickly, but you have to battle through a lot to get to that goal. Once you reach that goal, you kind of have to take a long rest before you're ready to do another path, just so you understand what my hard path means. But you got a wandering path in your hard deck. That means it might just be time for you to stop planning a path in general. Maybe it's your time to just to wander for a while, not understanding or wondering what's going on in your life right now. Maybe you just kind of have to go experience some things. You're going to just kind of go out there and experience. This is all about experiencing life and experiencing what's coming up in your life. And maybe that's a little bit hard for you to do. So sometimes you feel like you have to have a specific path, a specific way of going. You don't always have to do that. Sometimes you can just wander. It doesn't matter what path you're taking, as long as you are taking a path that is full of wonder and you're not quite sure what is coming to the end of that, but you have an idea of there is something ahead you want to be a part of. That's in your hard path. All right. And what's in your easy path? Okay. You got my seeing eye card, and that means you're not seeing the big picture. Easy path is a step-by-step progression of going through a journey. You're going to make a small little bit of goals, then you're going to take a small break, then you're going to take a couple more goals, you're going to take a break. So you kind of do it step by step by step. Taking one step at a time is the best analogy I can come up with, and that's, people hear that all the time, so they basically understand that. But what you are doing is you're not seeing what's right in front of you. You kind of got that one eye only open when you've got two of these things here, okay? And you've got to open those eyes and see that it's all about trusting your instincts and trusting yourself and your intuition. This card generally means it is time to start trusting yourself, trust your intuition, trust your instincts, try your higher power of deity, whatever you believe in. If you've got spirit guides, start listening to those things a little bit. As long as they're telling you to do good things that are productive, that are going to be good for you to do, then go ahead and listen to those things. But when they decide to tell you to do things that are going to be bad for you, and you know they're going to be bad for you, don't listen to those kind of voices. But I think this one card means generally you need to trust yourself a little bit more. Okay. All right. And then in your unseen path, that one thing that's right in front of your nose, you know it's been there the whole darn time. You just aren't seeing it. It's a little bit different than the seeing eye, because that one, you know what that thing is. This is one thing you don't know what it is. So you might need to be reminded. Okay. It's a little bit of hard, a little bit of easy. That's why it's unseen. Okay. You got my ancient card. Now, this is basically saying that there's some wisdom out there where you're not tapping into some wisdom out there. Something out there has more wisdom, that has more ancient knowledge than you have. Maybe a grandmother, or maybe a grandfather, or maybe someone you feel is a person who has a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that are going on in their life. But you have to start trusting. Like I said, this one is all about you and your personal deity of power. Are you trusting in their message? Are you trusting in what they're telling you? Are they telling you to do the right things? And do they feel good when you do them? You know, they're not trying to tell you anything other than, hey, we're here, we're listening, we're ready, we're willing and able. We've been sending you messages all along, but you're not seeing them, you know. And maybe you need to open up those eyes and see both of those eyes, because we always forget we have this third eye that we don't always trust, because we think, oh no, this is just goofy feelings inside of my head. You know, sometimes we have to trust those higher powers, that stuff that you need. All right, and then do you want to go with your leap of faith card, or do you want to go with where you feel most at home card first? Just say leap or home. Okay, we'll go to the leap first. So we all know what a leap of faith is, right? But in my deck, you know where you're going. You may be standing on top of a ledge, looking down at what's below, or looking at what's over that next hill, but you might not always know what's coming for you, but you have a general idea. We all have a general idea what we're going to be jumping into. It's the once we jump off part and where we're going to land part that we aren't so good at. But for you, I believe your leap of faith is you have to stop just existing and start being that whole being of self, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautifuls, the scarred, the everything. Come into being, become the person you really want to be by fighting for your own destiny. Start listening to those ancient voices inside of yourself, because they're telling you basically to come into being. Stop existing and be the person you want to be. You're not just existing anymore, you're a being. That means you've birthed yourself. You've come out of the metaphysical womb, and now you're starting to grow. It's going to take some lessons along the way you're going to have to learn, but ultimately, you know, there's always going to be some support system there. So listen to the metaphysical parents of your life. As long as they're giving you good, solid advice and they're making some sort of sense, take into account what they're saying, but make your own damn decisions too, okay? Because you have to be the one who comes into being. All right, and here is your where you feel the most at home card. Well, you got my sapling card. My sapling card is all about new growth and coming out of the ground from the first time. Maybe you've been in the dark and you've been a seed far too long, but you've finally gotten out of the stages of immaturity. You're starting to grow up a little bit. You're starting to spread your leaves. You're starting to see the sun. You're starting to see the positivity grow in. You're no longer in the dark anymore, and you're allowing yourself that new growth into this new life that you want to live. And all you have to do to accept that, accept that is that you are growing, and all you have to do is continue to grow at your own pace in your own time, because you are a self-sustaining plant ready for that growth. And it's no longer winter, it is now spring, and it's time to grow. Well, unless you're here in Minnesota today, it turned out to be winter this morning. That was my April Fool's Day joke. But if you have any other questions that you would like me to ask about your reading, I do one more qualifying question on any of the positions you want me to qualify on. So if you would like a more detailed answer, I do one more card for you. Would you like that? Hopefully that made some sense to you today. Hopefully it give you something to think about at bare minimum. Maybe this helps you self-correct your path a little bit. maybe it doesn't. But it's up to you to decide which path you're going to take, because you are playing the greatest choose your own adventure game in the world. It's called life. So is that a yes, sir? I do want one more card that you qualify. You tell me which position that qualifying card belongs in, and I will tell you. Do you want it in the past, your weight, your easy, your hard, your unseen? Which one of those paths do you want it to be on? Or if you're good, all good, you just say all good. You want to ask about the unseen? Okay, pick a number 1 through 52. That's your answer on the unseen. Just, all right, there we go. That's all I need. 1. Whew, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you want to ask about the unseen, and you want this to have you had that in your head about what's coming for you towards in love. Well, it's all about you setting a firm foundation. You have to put the foundation down you want to be laid. So rather than having things happen to you, maybe it's time for you to start planning for what you want. I suggest putting in a column of all the attributes of the person that you want in your life. What do you want their foundation to look like? The inner stuff, the stuff that's going to really be a good relationship. What kind of relationship do you have? What kind of attributes do you want this person to have? What kind of things will make you feel whole and complete as a couple? Because love can mean a lot of different things. Is this the love you need for yourself, or is this the love you need for another person? If you haven't yet accepted that you love yourself first, maybe it's time to set your own clear expectations of what you really want a person to love you for. Because it wasn't until I did that I found the woman of my dreams and fell in love, and I am now 18 years happily married. And we met by chance. Well, we say we met by chance, but somehow, some way, a special dream when I was an 8-year-old boy kind of led me to her. And I had to go through a lot of other girls before I was ready for her. Sometimes you have to finish the last relationship and really put that in the metaphysical grave and bury that and hold a funeral for it before you're ready. So if you're ready for that old life to finally end, it's time for you to set clear foundation down of what you want. Trust your higher power, your instincts, those guides, because this was in your unseen path that you were asking me about. So that higher power, that thing that you believe in, will help you find what you are looking for. So keep that in mind while you're looking for the person you want to be in your life. Remember, you can choose your own destiny. You don't have to have me sit here and tell you how to live your life. I don't tell people how to live their life. I tell people what may be coming in their future. Hopefully that answers your question and helped you out. There is your reading for today. Donate if you wish to, but you don't have to. I hope this brings you some kind of joy throughout the rest of this day and gives you something to think about at bare minimum, like I like to say. Cheers to you. You're very welcome. Okay, no worries. Lurk all you want. I love lurkers. I'm glad that it does. Now, whether you choose to go down any of these paths, like I said, it's the greatest choose your own adventure game. in life because I really believe that we have to make a choice every single day of what kind of life we want to live. I wake up every day and say today is going to be my best day ever. Do I qualify that with anything of what's going to happen during that day? No, I just know that today I'm going to live the happiest day that I can possibly live. And I'll tell you something from experience, young lady. When I went to try to find my one true love, the person that I really wanted in my life, I went and bought myself a key that said, do not duplicate. And I thought about everything I wanted that person to be. I didn't think about what I wanted them to look like. I wanted to give the person who I would fill my soul, not fill my eyes with pretty things. Because unfortunately for all of us, we do get old and we all do become ugly someday. So don't fall in love with the body, fall in love with the soul. Okay? That's my only advice. Fall in love with the soul. That's why it's called a soulmate, not a body looks nice and mate. You want to get a nice shag? Go have a nice shag, but then just consider it that. If it turns into something down the road, okay. So write those attributes down on a piece of paper. Put that key on that piece of paper, and when you find that person who meets all those criteria, give them the key and say, I believe you've earned the key to my heart. And then take it one day at a time. Be ultra communicative, be ultra honest, be yourself, and be yourself from day one. Let them see the real you from day one, because that'll make things a whole lot easier. More tobacco for me today. So if anybody else out there would like another reading or something like that, or if you think I did a good job, or you find someone out there who might want me to do a reading for me, please shout me out. You can follow me if you like. You can shout me out if you like. Spread the word on your Facebook page or socials if you want. But that's how you can say thank you if you can't afford something monetarily. Okay, I accept any kind of donation, any kind of love I accept. That's how I keep myself honest. Just gonna put on some nice light music for us right now until somebody else decides they would like a reading for today. If you're lurking, you're lurking. Hey, remember, one of these readings could mean something to you too, guys. It doesn't necessarily just have to be for the person asking for the reading. Maybe you got something from that reading. Maybe it meant something to you too. Just ask yourself, does this path feel like it's something speaking to me? And if it holds true for you, then you can follow some of the things I told you today. But these are very personal for the people I'm reading on for. But like I said, I always take it as it's a little bit of something I need to know and something a little bit of what you need to know. I do have a little bit of a lag on YouTube sometimes, so just remember that. And when I do finally become a affiliate, I'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Till then, I have to keep doing this the way I'm doing it, just because I want to share it to my own channel, and then I can download it and put it on that channel too. So I'll probably, stream this to, make sure that people know that this is live. I'm not, choosing what cards you need. I'm letting you pick how many times you want to shuffle. I'm letting you pick what number you want me to pick. And I'm showing you I'm shuffling and blah, 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 blah. That's how I keep myself honest. I tell you what I feel they intuitionally mean for you. So even though I might draw a certain card, it might not necessarily mean the same thing for somebody else. And Z, if you're still around, lurking around, and you want to know when you will get married, I think you have to feed yourself the right kind of information right now. And I just drew a card for you. This one's for Z. You've got to feed yourself metaphysically. I know you can't do that in your own faith right now because it's part of your Ramadan tradition, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the kind of food you need to eat. You need to feed yourself the food of the soul, the stuff that's going to fill you up, what it is going to take for you to be happy. You have to find the right ingredients in that special thing. When you're ready to finally stop fasting and you have that first meal, you're savoring every bite, every moment. So you just got to find the person that you want to savor life with, that you want to be able to not only feed your soul, but be able to feed their soul as well. This has to be a dual partnership. So I pulled your card for you there, Z. Hopefully that answers. Will you be married soon? Well, you have to do a little bit of work yourself. Everybody has to take the initiative of when they're ready, they're finally ready to make that dream come true. Trust me, when you fight for it with all of your heart, you put it out to the universe or put it out to your personal God or deity of power, they will listen and they will try to help you. Whether or not you pay attention to the signs when they're coming, because it took my wife 6 months before I finally noticed her. Okay, she had to stalk me a little bit before I noticed her. So I was a little bit of a dummy. Sometimes the woman has to be the one who tells the man, hey, I think you're cute. Okay, because I was like that. I spent half of my life wishing for the one true love of my life, looking in all the wrong places until I did that, until I started looking for the attributes. And once I set down clear attributes, I can guarantee you she met every one of my criteria. And sometimes, and I feel very fulfilled in this relationship, not only because we keep things open and honest and communicative, first of all, we love each other insanely. We believe that it was always our destiny to meet. We both came out of really bad relationships before. We should have been the rebound with one another. We never made it to the rebound part. We just decided we liked each other too much and got married. She asked me to marry her. I asked her to date me. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, how romantic. I believe I was preordained to meet the woman of my dreams because of a very special dream. Did I know exactly what that woman would look like or anything like that? No, I had a general idea. It wasn't about looks for me. It was about finding someone who could love me as weird and crazy as I am. Seen a lot of people doing some very cool stuff out there today. Oh, there's this one. Oh, there it is. There she is, Miss America. Come on. Over there. Okay, we're going to take a small commercial break here real quick because I got to run to the resty room. So I'll.
Second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or the ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, there was the story through with the mother being killed, because it's the mother that is gone.
Are you two together? That was brilliant.
It's kind of romantic, isn't it?
That's incredible.
Everlasting love.
That was incredible.
All right, guys, I'm back. Thank you for your patience with that. I use my gifts with intuition, but also keep in mind that reality can be both sides of a coin. Yes, the cards mean something. Yes, my visions mean something, but you also have to use your own intuitions and fight for your own path. Yeah. So, I have been doing palmistry for over 20 years and doing tarot for 20 years. I am a mild, sensitive, and psychic. I use my cards intuitively to help find the best possible path for you. My palmistry readings are exclusively in person only. I use my homemade deck, the 5-Path Tarot. They always tell the truth. Always give them guidance, but let them know that they're the ones in control of their own destiny. Even if I give you advice today, they still have the power to choose like they want. Finding my audience, slowly but surely trying to find my voice out there in this world. I have never used this professionally before, but I have helped a lot of people along the way. I usually do free readings. I wanted to see if I could do something for donations or other. Ask them what they really want to know, what would be the happiest outcome they could get. What would it take to be the happiest they need to be? Then, not only using my knowledge of what I have been through in my lifetime, using whatever tool I need to in order to get them to see that the path is zero. Oh, we'll see. Get back going on it. We'll just I want some more light. I can put more light on when they get. This is my Cash App balance right now, guys. That's okay though. I'm here to help you. Not always earn money. Money is always a nice thing to have. Welcome back, Z. You have fun? What is that a picture of? I don't know if that's a picture of. It doesn't really show up that well on my screen. Panda pet. Am I getting petted? There you go. A new screen in there. I might just have to go hunting for more cigarette butts here in a little bit, guys. No, being poor isn't fun, but I've been poor most of my life, so what else is new? All right, guys, I'm going to take a small little break to see if I can go find some more cigarette stuff real quick. I will be right back, okay?
second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or the ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, we know this the story through the mother being killed, because it's the mother that is caught.
Are you two together? That was brilliant.
It's kind of romantic, isn't it?
That's incredible.
Everlasting love.
That was incredible.
And we're back. Oh, you want to see if you can get it? It's a little bit of wet tobacco, but there's not much there anyway. Hi, everybody. I'm ready for you to get your tarot reading. If you guys would like one, just let me know in the chat. If you're on YouTube, there is a little bit of a lag, so kind of give things a little bit for us to transfer what's going on there. Otherwise, I am here on Twitch, ready for you guys, and on YouTube. So if you guys need any, I will probably be going till 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. So then I'm going to go off of the old computer for the rest of the day and rest up and watch lots of silly shit on TV. I'm back. Yay. Oopsie, my bad. Did you get it right up enough for you to have a house at least? It wouldn't be much. Huh? Got sugar from next door. Not a lot. But yeah, go for it. Had it pretty last time, so.
We're really getting tired of waking up out.
I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. What if that's where you took it? I wonder if it went like that. Oh. Wonder if we could fit. Okay. You must have pushed something in there. Is there anything in there? I'll leave it if it was a 5-second hit. It's just-
I think it's
Because I'm feeling all sorts of crap.
last night. It's everything's just joints. You felt the same.
I slept pretty well. Went to bed. Didn't wake up till 5 o'clock this morning. Then discovered it was snowing outside.
Oh, it started snowing in. Really? Thunder. Oh,
And ding, 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 round two.
that's good.
Yeah, it feels like that too. I mean, yesterday was basically nothing on the ground. Today it's like all the way up to here.
And on that stone, that was completely bare.
So I got half an hour left of this, then I'll come back. I'm taking the rest of the day off. Hear that, you crazy people? I've got a half an hour left and then I'm done. If there's anyone still left out there. Yep, it's on Twitch. On Twitch and YouTube. You wanna come up? Come on up. Come up, Fizzle. Come on. We'll get your furry butt up here. Come on. There you go. Okay. Brush. I think try to hold you up there. Okay, now you're gonna go full screen. Screw it, I really don't want to do this anymore.
Second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or the ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, we almost the story concluded with the mother being killed, because it's the mother that is gone.
Are you two together? Oh, brilliant.
It's kind of romantic, isn't it?
That's
Right?
incredible.
Everlasting love.
That was incredible.